What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another live stream for you. And this is a very special live stream because this is my week 17, my final picks stream for the Stephen O's tournament. Week 17. One of the most important, actually, I think the most important regular season week for a lot of teams because this is make or break. You're either in or you're done. My Browns, unfortunately, we're done because we have a dunce at head coach who doesn't know what he's doing. And I see mid plug is clearly done with Freddie Kitchens and the Browns. Okay, so yeah, got some very big games coming up this week. Of course, every game is on Sunday, although they're not all at the same time. Most of the games are at 1 o'clock. Those are the games that usually don't mean anything, although I actually have a couple that actually do mean something. But the majority of the meaningful games are later in the day at 4:25. And that's big because this way, like if you're still fighting for something, you won't be, you'll be doing a lot of scoreboard watching, I'm sure, but it won't let that result. Let's say, for instance, because you guys are probably confused, what the hell is this kid saying? Let's say the Packers played at 1 and the Vikings played at 4:25. Let's say Packers lose, Packers lose and the Vikings win the North. Let's just say, obviously they didn't because the Packers won the North. I believe they clinched the North on Monday night with a big win over the Vikings. But let's just say the Packers play the Lions, Vikings play the Bears, and they both play at 1 o'clock. Let's say the Vikings played at 4:25, Packers played at 1. Let's say Packers lose, so the Vikings win the North. Well, that would influence the Vikings to not play their starters because they don't want to they don't want them getting hurt. That's why they have them playing at the same time. So none of that will happen. They do that, I think, in a lot of sports too. Like baseball, I think they do that on the last day of the year in the season. Basketball, I think they do that too. I'm not really sure. But I do know they did it with football. They usually flex the good games to later in the day. Of course, last year, my Browns played the Ravens week 17. That was a huge game for the Steelers. And, of course, the Steelers were playing at the same time too. So, yeah. But anyways, enough of the hullabaloo. Let's get into the picks. And yes, there is a lot of stipulations yet to be decided, and I will go through the game lines as well, like I always do. So that is freaking lit, right? Got like 7 freaking tabs opened up on my freaking computer right now. Gotta love it. But anyways, we're gonna start off with a game that, of course, means absolutely nothing, as my Browns go to the jungle to face the Bungles. Jungle Bungles. Love that. And this game is actually on Fox. Yeah, that's the only flex they did with this game. They flexed it to Fox. So that's cool, I guess. Of course, we're 6-9. Nice. And they're 1-14. They've already clinched Joe Burrow, unless they bungle it up and they take like Chase Young or something, which would shock everybody. But it wouldn't really shock me much because it's like, that's the Bungles for you. Going after a pass rusher and neglecting quarterback, of course, But, yeah, I think they're going to go Joe Burrow, which means that next year the AFC North is going to be rather interesting when it comes to quarterbacks because, of course, you got Baker, Lamar Jackson, going to have Joe Burrow possibly, and then Ben if he comes back, which there's a good chance he will be coming back. But, of course, you already know who I'm picking, and it's not the damn Bungles. I'm picking my squad. I'm picking my Browns to end the season at 7-9. That would be the second straight year that we've won 7 games, and the second straight year where we have not lost 10 games plus. Another single-digit losing season, which isn't as bad as losing multiple double-digit games. That always friggin' sucks. But I'm trying to win 7 games again. Mediocrity. I'd rather be mediocre than freaking absolute garbage like the Bungles. I thought the Bungles were going to be interesting this year, but no, they're trash, mainly because of injuries. But, that's just the way it is. The injury bug loves to torture the Bungles. But yeah, give me the Browns over the Bungles, and we end the season 7-9. Of course, we'll see what happens with Freddie Kitchens, and of course, don't forget, guys, next year the Browns are getting new jerseys, and hopefully they don't mess those up too. But knowing the Browns, they're going to come out looking like some freaking high school team or something. I don't know. They're going to probably look even worse than the ones they have now. I would love it if they came out with like something like this, kind of like what they had in the early 2000s. By the way, if you're wondering, this is Antonio Bryant. Yeah. Freaking legend. All right, moving on now. We got the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots in New England, and the Patriots actually have a scenario to play for. And they can clinch a first-round bye simply with a win or tie or a Kansas City loss or tie. That's it. And, of course, if New England loses, that means the Chiefs will clinch a first-round bye. So there you go. And, of course, they're playing the Dolphins, which means they're probably going to steamroll the Dolphins because it's not in Miami. Of course, Miami has always had a little bit of a bugaboo with the Patriots late in the season in South Beach, but this is in Foxborough, so you ain't going to see none of that crap this year. Unless the Dolphins come out on fire and surprise the Patriots, but nah. Now the Patriots are trying to get that first round bye, But yeah, in this game, give me the Patriots. Moving on, we got the Bears facing off against the Vikings in Minnesota. And of course, the Vikings also have something to play for. Believe it or not, they don't have the North locked up, which is unfortunate for them, but I believe they do have something to play for. As I might have. No, I don't think they do, actually. No, they don't. No, they just clinched. That's right. They just clinched. They don't have nothing to play for. Okay, never mind. I apologize. But yeah, in this game, give me the Vikings at home to pull it off. Next, we got the Los Angeles Chargers in their final game of the year. Of course, after this game, they will become tenants in the Los Angeles Rams Stadium. So I think whoever named that stadium missed a golden opportunity to call it Dodge Stadium. Get it? Dodge, Ram, Charger. Oh, they really missed an opportunity with that. They missed a golden opportunity with that one. You have two teams named after Dodge vehicles, and Dodge doesn't strike at the opportunity. Oh, that's a whiff right there. Oh, my God, bro. Oh, I bet you they're regretting that. Rams and Chargers? Really? Wow, that's a whiff. But speaking of whiffs, I got the Chargers whiffing on this one. I got the Chiefs probably blowing – I'm not going to say blowing out, but the Chiefs are probably going to win this game rather convincingly. Chargers are not good. They actually hung around for a little while in terms of being in contention, but yeah. I think the Chiefs are going to take care of business, and we'll see what happens when it comes to their playoff seeding, as, of course, they do have something to play for as well. They clinch a first-round bye with a win and a New England loss. That's it. A win and a New England loss, and they got it. So, they're going to be rooting hard for the Dolphins. So, we'll see what happens with that one. Moving on, we got a game that means absolutely nothing. We have the Jets and the Bills facing off. It's kind of funny. These two teams started the season, and now they end the season. Of course, the Bills beat the Jets in East Rutherford at MetLife. Now they're playing in Buffalo, and I got the Bills taking care of business. The Jets actually came on strong. They're 6-9 as well. If they had Sam Darnold the entire year, they probably have about 8-9 wins. Honestly, they could have. The way they were playing without Darnold, I mean, they could have had probably 8 wins. Legit, not even joking. They could have had a lot of those wins if they weren't so freaking plagued with injuries. But of course, in typical Jets fashion, they have a freaking injury plague and they can't overcome it, and they wind up probably going to be 6-10, which is mediocre like us. But yeah, they're going to be mediocre. Maybe they take a leap next year, but you get your coach saying, I'm rich as man. And by the way, he said the F word. I'm not even going to say the F word on here, but he said, I'm rich as F, bro. This dude really don't even care. And the freaking Jets are going to keep him. Okay. Good job, Jets, you freaking bums. By the way, Jets, we'll see you next year. Yeah, we play the Jets next year. That'll be fun. Let's just hope it doesn't look like two high school teams because of the jerseys, but we'll see. We'll see. But in this game, I got the Bills. Quick check through the playoff scenarios. The Bills do not have anything to play for, so I don't know what they're going to do in terms of playing starters. And it's supposed to rain, I guess, so that'll be fun. Good experience, right? But I got the Bills winning. Yeah, give me the Bills. Next, we got the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. The Packers, believe it or not, do have something to play for this week, as they can clinch a first-round bye with a win or a New Orleans loss or a tie and a San Fran loss or a tie and a New Orleans tie, which that ain't going to happen. In essence, just win, Green Bay. And I think they will win. So, yeah, give me the Packers. They're going to clinch a first-round bye with a win. So I got them winning. They're going to go to 13-3 on the year. Go, Pack, go. Give me the Packers. Next, we got the Saints and the Panthers facing off in Carolina. And again, a quick check. And the Saints do have something to play for as well. They actually have a couple things to play for. They could clinch a first-round bye with a win and a Green Bay loss or tie, or a win and a San Fran loss or tie, or a tie and either a Green Bay or San Francisco loss. Okay? Or a San Fran loss and a Green Bay win or tie. Pretty complicated. So New Orleans, in the words of Al Davis, just win, pretty much. Just take care of your own business, all right? Do what we couldn't do. By the way, last week, there was 4 scenarios where we could have stayed alive in the playoffs. And guess what? The other 3 teams that we needed to win last week, they all won. We lost. If we would have won, we would have still been in the hunt. But no, because Browns like to screw everything up. But yeah, that's the way it is, you know. The other 3 teams that we needed to win won, but we didn't. Love it, of course. But yeah, in this game, I'm going to go Saints. Give me the Saints over the Panthers. It's going to be a rather easy one for the Saints here. Give me the Saints. Next, we got the Falcons and the Bucks. And the Bucks are at 7-8. And the Falcons are 6-9. Wow. And we got Jameis out here throwing picks. I mean, this dude threw how many picks last week? Damn. The dude threw, I think, 2 picks in his first 2 possessions. It's like clockwork. I bet you they have prop bets for, Jameis Winston throw an interception on his first drive this week, this game against the Falcons. I'm going to say yeah. I mean, he's done it every week pretty much. He's done it quite often. And I think he could do it again. But watch, they're going to be cautious and they're going to have him run the ball on that first drive. But he's going to throw at least 1 pick in this game. He can't help himself. And I think the Buccaneers are actually going to escape with a win, and they're going to go 500 in Bruce Arians' first year as head coach. Not bad for a first year, not bad. Just, get Mike Evans and Godwin back next year and maybe tell Jameis to stop throwing interceptions, and they'll be just fine next year. They could be a surprise team to watch next year. Who knows? But, in this game, I'm going to Tampa Bay. Now we move on to the 4 o'clock or 4:25 games, and these games all pretty much have something something to play for. At least one of these teams. First game we got on Fox, the Eagles and the Giants in MetLife. Of course, we know the Eagles situation. They win they clinch the NFC East. A win or tie and a Dallas loss or tie clinches the Eagles, the NFC East. Pretty much all they got to do. And they're facing Daniel Jones. Eagles are probably going to win, but knowing them, they could lose. Although I think the Eagles are going to win. I think they're going to do it not easily, but convincingly. Give me the Birds to beat the Giants. And the Giants are going to fall to 4-12. And yeah. Oh, well, right? Pat Shurmur is probably going to get fired too. And we'll see who they bring in as head coach next year. Meanwhile, the Eagles go a pedestrian 9-7, and they clinch the East. So next, we got the Titans and the Texans in Houston. And believe it or not, the Titans have something to play for. Of course, they're trying to get that final wild card spot. And it's simple. Win or a tie and a Pittsburgh loss or tie, or a Pittsburgh loss and an Indy loss or tie gets you that final spot in the playoffs. How about that? I think that'd be cool. But, I mean, we'll see if they can do it. I mean, Houston is a very, very good team. Tannehill has really brought the Titans back from the dead, in essence, because Mariota was sucking so bad. They bring in Tannehill, and look what happens. I think they might have actually found their quarterback for the long haul here in Tannehill. Who would have thought about that? This dude inadvertently finds a home in Tennessee, and now he's become their man. And I don't know if it's going to be enough against the Texans, though. So I'm going to actually go with the Titans to beat the Texans. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Titans to win. They're going to be fueled by the fact that they're trying to make the playoffs. Texans, well, I'm pretty sure they already got it locked up. Let me do a quick check here. Yes, they got the South locked up. I do not think they have anything to play for. Let me do a quick. Yep, no, they have nothing to play for. So, yeah, give me the Titans to win because they're going to be motivated in this one. Give me the Titans. Next, we got them boys hosting the Redskins. And much like the Eagles, of course, if the Cowboys win this game, they will take the NFC East. And it's very complicated, but hey, that's what you love about it, right? So, yeah, a win and a Philly loss gets them the East. It's even more simpler than the Eagles scenario. How about that? But, yeah, all Dallas, pretty much whoever wins gets the East. And I don't know what happens if they both win because, of course, they split. So we'll see what happens with that. It's gonna be chaotic. We might see both of them make the playoffs. Who knows? But the Cowboys' record now is 7-8. The Eagles, of course, are 8-7. So obviously that means I think the Eagles will take it, right? Because they'd be 9-7. Yeah. I think the Eagles will take it regardless if they win. The Cowboys desperately need the Eagles to lose. So, yeah, Eagles win. They got the division, essentially. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. Who knows? Knowing me. But, yeah. Give me the Cowboys over the Redskins. Pretty easy there. Next, we got the Steelers and the Ravens. Now, I heard the Ravens are not going to be playing some of their starters, including Lamar Jackson. I believe it'll be RG3 starting against, Duck Hodges? Oh, wow. Duck Hodges versus RG3. Oh, wow, man. What a marquee matchup it is here. And believe it or not, the Steelers, of course, have something to play for. So, yeah, their playoff hopes rest in the hands of a dude with a nickname of Duck. Oh, good gravy, bruh. But, yeah, they need a lot to happen, though. They need a win and a Tennessee loss or tie, or a tie and a Tennessee loss, or a Tennessee loss, an Indy win, and an Oakland loss or tie, or a Tennessee loss, an Indy win, and Pittsburgh ties Oakland in strength of victory tiebreaker. And Pittsburgh also ties Oakland's strength of victory tiebreaker if all of the following teams win: Minnesota, Green Bay, Kansas City, and Miami. All right, he said Miami. That ain't happening. That ain't going to happen. He said Miami. Miami ain't going to beat the Patriots. If they do, that'd be hilarious, but that ain't going to happen. Although knowing the Patriots, that could happen, but no. If it was in Miami, maybe, but no. I don't see that happening. I could be surprised, though. That's the beauty of the NFL. You never know what's going to happen. As they call it, any given Sunday. Who knows what's going to happen? But I don't think Miami's going to beat the Patriots. But in regards to this game, Steelers are going to be highly motivated to try to stay alive in the playoff race. But they're facing the Ravens. Ravens are not playing a lot of their starters. It's going to be a game that, I really wouldn't care too much about. But I'm going to actually go with the Ravens to win simply because Randy Fichtner is a freaking bum, bruh. Randy freaking Fichtner. Who's a bigger dunce, Randy Fichtner or Freddie Kitchens? I think they're both just humongous idiots. They're huge idiots, bro, on both sides. God. They could both be gone out of jobs by Black Monday, for real. Or whenever the Steelers are eliminated. If they make the playoffs, they're going to be thanking their lucky stars. I don't think they'll last very long, but they'll be thanking their lucky stars that they even made it because they need a lot to happen to get in. But by the way, about the Cowboys, I'm pretty sure if they lose, that means Jason Garrett is out. So I'm pretty sure low-key Cowboys fans are kind of like, oh, man, I want to lose because I hate Garrett, but I want to beat the Eagles. I want to get in over the Eagles, but I don't think that's going to happen. If the Eagles win, Cowboys are out. But yeah, give me the Ravens to win in a very, 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 very awkwardly weird matchup. It's like, what? Star versus RG3? Really? Damn. But yeah, give me the Ravens at home. When in doubt, pick the home team. It's going to be a close game, as it always is with these two teams. But yeah, give me the Ravens. And thus will eliminate the Steelers. Next, we got the Colts and the Jaguars, another game that really no one cares about. I don't believe these two teams have anything to play for. Titans, Pittsburgh, New England are covered, and the Chiefs. Yeah, these two teams do not have anything to play for. So, yeah, the Jaguars, I heard, are actually leaning towards keeping Doug Marrone and I think, Caldwell? Lovely. See how Jaguars fans react to that if that happens, if they keep them both. If they keep them both, man, you better do something about that roster because they ain't looking that good. But yeah, Colts, Jags in Jacksonville. I'm actually going to say, damn, I don't know, man. Neither of these teams are very good. God. I'm going to actually say the Colts win. Give me the Indy. Yeah, give me Indy to win. Next, we got the Raiders, who are still alive in the playoff race, going against the Broncos in Denver. And here is the Raiders playoff scenario. Not too hard. They win, a Pittsburgh loss, a win, a Pittsburgh loss, a Tennessee loss, an Indy win, and Oakland clinches the strength of victory tiebreaker over Pitt, and they clinch a playoff berth. And, they also clinch a strength of victory tiebreaker over Pittsburgh if one of the following teams win or tie: Chicago, Detroit, Chargers, or New England. Yeah, they're going to get it because all they need is one of those teams to win. Pittsburgh, on the other hand, and if you were paying attention, needs every one of those teams to win. Minnesota, Green Bay, Kansas City, and Miami. They need all those teams to win. Oakland just needs one to win. And then, they need New England. New England's probably going to win. So there you go. They get the tiebreaker right there. Now they just got to take care of business, and they're all set, essentially. They just need the rest of the stuff to happen. If Pittsburgh lost, Tennessee lost, and Indy win. There you go. They clinch a playoff berth. And, of course, they clinch the tiebreaker, too, as well. So, yeah. Next, we got the final game of the, I guess you could say, afternoon-ish slate, the 4:25 slate of games before the primetime game. You have Cardinals and Rams in LA, the final game at the Coliseum for the Rams, as after this game, they will take their belongings and get settled into SoFi Stadium. Again, Dodge really missed a key opportunity to, have that be their stadium because Dodge Charger. Ha 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 ha. But yeah, they're facing the Cardinals, who have actually come on strong in the last couple of weeks, beating my team, of course, because we suck. And then they beat the Seahawks. Wow. We gave them a confidence boost, and they go out and beat the Seahawks. Okay. Oh, wow. But, in this one, I'm going to go with the Rams to win. I wouldn't be shocked, though, if the Cardinals won. That'd be hilarious. Because if they would have beat the Lions, they would have been 6-9 right now. They could have been looking at a mediocre 7-9 record, but not too bad for a first-year coach in the NFL, right? Cliff Kingsbury, not too bad. All they got to do is just, boost the offensive line, maybe add some good pieces on defense, and they're all set. Maybe get Cliff another weapon or two offense, and boom, there you go. But yeah, in this game, I'm going to go with the Rams. They're going to finish 9-7. And of course, the Rams do not have anything to play for because they've been eliminated. Now we get to the main event of the evening. We got the San Francisco 49ers going to Seattle to face the Seahawks. And of course, the Seahawks had to go out and bring in some nostalgic players. They signed Robert Turbin, one-time former Brown, and Marshawn Lynch. Yeah. They dragged Marshawn Lynch out of semi-retirement, I guess you could say. Retirement or whatever. They dragged him in off the street, signed him. So we'll see what he does. I believe it's only like a one-year contract because I'm pretty sure it's just for this game and the playoffs. So we'll see how long he's in Seattle. Could be for a couple weeks. Could just be for this, 2 weeks or whatever. But the scenarios for these two teams are as follows. San Francisco can clinch the West with a win or tie. That's it. A win or tie, and they take the West. They can clinch a first-round bye with a win, a tie, or a tie and a Green Bay loss or tie, or a tie and a New Orleans loss or tie. So in simpler terms, you win, and you either need a tie and a Green Bay or a New Orleans loss or tie, and you clinch the first round bye. Low-key rhyming. Wow, I'm so cringe. And then finally, they can clinch home field advantage throughout the NFC playoffs. They can pretty much make it where the NFC goes through Levi Stadium with a win or a tie or a tie and a Green Bay loss or tie and a New Orleans loss or tie. So essentially, you win and you're either getting the West and either a first round bye or home field. Maybe you might even get all three. Who knows? But pretty much San Francisco wins and that all happens. Now for Seattle, it's a little bit easier because they just need a win. Obviously, they beat them the last time they faced off. They need a win for the West. They can clinch a first-round bye with a win and a Green Bay loss. And they can clinch home field advantage throughout the NFC playoffs, pretty much make the NFC go through CenturyLink Field, one of the loudest environments in the NFL, one of the most hostile environments in the NFL, with a win, a Green Bay loss, and a New Orleans loss. Sounds easy enough, right? Well, we'll see how that goes. But in this game, I am actually going to go with the San Francisco 49ers. In fact, I might actually stream this game. I might actually stream this game coming up if I'm up to it, But we'll see. But yes, guys, that is going to wrap it up for the picks portion. my final Stephen Rose picks video or stream of the year. Let's get on to the lines. Because I know a lot of you guys like to bet on. That may be watching this. You like to bet, and you want to know like the money lines. Who's favored in which game. I believe the Browns are favored by 3. And I would do a quick and see how much we're favored. And then we're going to go through the playoff picture. So let's see here. Got to wait for it to load up. Watching the Hawaii Bowl. Hawaii just got a big pass inside the 25. 34-31, BYU with 1:22 to go. Okay, so let's go NFL here, shall we? All right, so Atlanta, Tampa Bay. Tampa is actually a 1-point favorite. Oh, wow. The Vikings are 1-point favorites over the Bears. We're 3-point favorites still over the Bungles. Not really a surprise there. Packers are 13-point favorites over the Lions. The Chiefs are 8.5-point favorites over the Chargers. The Patriots are 16-point favorites over the Dolphins. And Hawaii just scored a touchdown with 1:17 to go. They're going to be up by 3 at the moment. Could be up by 4 over BYU late in the 4th. Wow. Big game going on ESPN right now. I believe this is ABC. No, this is just straight up ESPN. Okay. All right. But, yeah, Dolphins are 16-point dogs against the Patriots. No surprise there. Panthers are 13-point dogs to the Saints. Again, no surprise. The Bills are 1.5-point favorites over the Jets. The Steelers are 2.5-point favorites against the Ravens, mainly because the Ravens aren't playing a lot of their starters. The Eagles are 4.5-point favorites over the Giants. The Titans are 3.5-point favorites over the Texans. And the Cowboys are 11-point favorites over the Redskins. The Colts are 4-point favorites over the Jaguars. And finally, the 49ers are 3-point favorites over the Seattle Seahawks. And for those who are wondering, what would the playoffs look like right now if they got started this week? This is what the matchups would look like. As the Titans would face the Chiefs in a rematch from a couple years ago when Sean McDonough had a freaking voice crack out here, going crazy, in the ESPN game back when McDonough did Monday Night Football and stuff before they replaced him with Tessitore and freaking Booger. What a name, Booger. You got a Booger. And then you got Bills and Texans. Oh, that'd be a great game. Then the 4-5 matchup. And then in the NFC, it'd be Vikings-Saints rematch, of course, from the Diggs touchdown, no flags. That big game where Marcus Williams whiffed on a big tackle that would have won the game, but no, I can't tackle. And the Vikings went to the NFC title game, and then they got freaking smashed by the Eagles. And speaking of the Eagles, they would be facing off against the Seahawks. Yeah, an 8-7 team right now would be hosting an 11-4 team. It's broken. Some people say they should reseed, for that kind of stuff, but I don't know about that. It's kind of weird. That's what happens when you're a wild card. The division winner always hosts the wild card, and you may get something like that. But, of course, in terms of the divisional round, Ravens are 1 seed, the Patriots are 2 seed, and in the NFC it is Niners are 1 seed, and the Packers are 2 seed. Wow, so it's shaping up to possibly be Niners and Packers in the championship round, possibly. That'd be interesting. There could be some juicy matchups in the divisional round. And yes, guys, for those wondering, I will be doing my picks, and I will be hopefully streaming every one of these playoff games coming up. So we'll see if there's any lit games. I mean, I remember last year I did Chiefs and Colts, and I went crazy because the freaking bum Colts couldn't get a first down. And when they finally did, I was going nuts. It was awesome. But hopefully we'll have some good games this year. I will have my picks out probably next Tuesday for the wild card round. I'm not going to be doing all my picks in one stream. I'll just be doing them in different videos, streams, or whatever. And I might do them in videos because streams wouldn't be too short. I don't know. I might do them in streams. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this live stream. Shout out to everyone who came in here. Let's take a look at the comments real quick. They are flying. I won't repurchase season tickets. 15 years. Wow, damn, mid. Brandon, hey, I'm new to your channel. What's up? What's up, Tice? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Everybody, Merry Christmas. By the way, it is officially Christmas, in case you didn't know. But yeah, I just want to wish everybody a safe and happy Merry Christmas. Some people say Happy Christmas. Like, what? Happy Christmas? What? No, Merry. Merry Christmas. And Happy New Year. But yeah, I hope you guys have a very safe, Christmas and holidays and, spending all that good time with your family. Of course, hopefully I won't be making any videos tomorrow. The only way I'll be making a video tomorrow is if the Indians or the Cavs do something, or the Browns. But I don't think they're going to be doing anything tomorrow in terms of making moves. It'd be kind of rude for the freaking Browns to fire Freddie Kitchens on Christmas. And it'd be so freaking douchebaggery, the douchebaggery that would come out of the freaking Indians if they traded Lindor tomorrow. Oh, God. Oh, wow. And Hawaii just yoinked BYU. They picked it off. They won the game. Wow. Clutch. But Hawaii just won the Hawaii Bowl. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for the stream. My dog is going crazy for some reason. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up. I'm Crazy Dog at 99. Let's go Browns. And by the way, guys, I will be going live on Monday, no matter what happens with the Browns. If they win, it's a Victory Monday stream. If they don't, it'll just be a Black Monday stream. I'll be talking about any firings that happened. Who got canned and who didn't get canned yet. Of course, the team may wait a couple days. I mean, if it's a playoff team, obviously they're not going to make any moves. Duh. Like the Cowboys. A lot of people are going to be watching them Cowboys if they lose, But my focus is on my squad. See what we do. If we lose, you already know Freddie Kitchens is canned on sight. He ain't going to make it back to Cleveland as the coach of the Browns. If we win, there is a chance that Freddie stays. But we'll see what happens. And that's going to wrap it up. I'm Crazy Dog at 99. Shout out to everybody who came in here. I know it's very late. It's officially Christmas again. And I'm not going to be one of those jabronis who posts a freaking video of me showing off what I got for Christmas, because I know you guys don't really care. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to flex what I got for Christmas. And you're going to see what I got no matter what, because I'll probably be, I'll most likely be clothes and stuff, and I'll be wearing them, jerseys and stuff. But yeah, we'll see. But I'll see you guys, hopefully, if anything, Thursday, if something happens, or if nothing happens, I will see you guys on Saturday. Yeah, college football playoff. Didn't forget. So we can go Buckeyes, you already know. And then, of course, Sunday we got Browns, and then who knows what will happen after that. But I'll see you guys if nothing happens, which I hope nothing happens tomorrow. But if something does, then I'll make a video about it. But yeah, see you guys on Saturday. I'm out. Ha!